Okay, are we live? That is the big question. Always. Why am I never ever prepared? I think we're alive. Yes, we are. When was the last time I streamed Title Tuesday? 2 weeks ago, you idiot. Hasn't been that long. Or I think it was 2 weeks ago. I'll say I was well. He's back. Yes, we are. Looks like it's a strong field today. It's a very strong field. Maybe there's just rating inflation on chess.com. A lot of big ratings out there. So yelling, I can hear you from upstairs. So annoying. Get alive. I realized I just yelled that. That was inappropriate. Didn't get the memo. Bone Cloud. Well, we did start a Title Tuesday one time with a Bone Cloud, and I did win that game. But my position was not great from the opening. How do I feel, Magnus? And is your family fine? I feel great, or I feel decent. And my family is doing great. Yavuhir Bozorov, Wonderkind 2011. Wow. Okay, let's honor the bird by playing the bird. Let's see what he does. C5, huh? Let's play E3. B5. We're getting a Nimzo-Indian type of position, but with the extra move F4. Now I can choose to take this. That is a somewhat double-edged choice by my opponent. Okay, let's go 95 first. Very simple chess. Thinking since my opponent is evidently a wonderkind, then I should try and play according to fairly simple principles, since that's what you're taught to do against kids. Keep it simple, avoid tactics. So that's the idea, then, well, not b4, but b3. I'm terrible at drawing arrows, though. That we can already conclude. That's why I think I mouse slip a ton as well. No pun intended. Could also have gone here. I didn't really think that through. But yeah, next probably this, castles. And we're doing good. Okay, well now I kind of have to do this anyways, don't I? So, might as well have done it already, but I probably saved myself a few seconds in a blitz game, which you should not sneeze at. This is possible. Then d3, bishop b5, knight c3. Reconnecting? Really? My stream is fine though, isn't it? Well, that would have been vexing to lose on time because of some stupid ass connection issue. What should we do here? Queen g4 seems reasonable. I do trade off a few pieces, but the resulting position should be pleasant. So like here, boom, 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 and then this is hanging at the end. Hopefully we'll get good knight here against the bad bishop on c8. Okay, looks like we're headed that way. Oh, fe5 as well. Try and tempt him into making this move, which I don't think is very good. Then we take it. d4. 5, I got queen g3. So that is not a straightforward solution for black, I think. I'm not quite sure about it, to be fair. It's queen e7 now. If I trade, queen takes e5, here rook e8. It's not so easy. Not so easy for me to prove anything. Well, maybe this is possible too. Yeah, this wasn't super impressive, was it? Oh well, I'm still better. Here, maybe I go rook 8 to d. There's bishop g4. It's pointless. No, don't have a ton. Here takes. No, I think this is better. Obviously, cannot take the knight because of checkmate. I gotta say he's done very well to end up in a situation where he's very slightly worse, but realistically not much at all. That move I don't particularly like, but maybe it's not a big deal. Knight c5, king f7, rook d1, bishop f5. Should be alright. Maybe I should go here then. Nah, I don't love that. Rook e1 was the idea. Just trying to make it like a little bit difficult for him to activate his pieces. If he goes a5, I go a4. Maybe this is a weakness. Ooh, I'm not sure about that. Maybe it's not a big deal. Okay, I'm gonna try and set a little trap. See what he does. Well, he kind of semi falls into it. He can still go here, but I got a3. No, this was the idea. Takes here, then this pawn drops. That should be. I think it should be, but it probably isn't. Is there really nothing here? a4 should be here. Okay, got knight to b6, king e7, a5. Okay, yeah, so that's good. Here, a5, bishop b3 doesn't give anything, but this. I think he is just about not in time. maybe he is. King A. Yeah, King E. It's annoying. That is very annoying. Knight d6. Here. It doesn't really give anything. So you gotta try this, I think. It's not much at all. Here we got a7. I'm not sure this position is objective at winning, but he's running out of time. Can I trade? I think I can trade. H4. He runs out of moves. Okay, yeah. Just go here now. This. Yeah, that works. Okay. Well, that was a fun endgame, at the very least. This guy was not bad at all. Very tough resistance. But we escape, and we are now 1 out of 1. Which is pretty much 11 out of 11, isn't it? Did he earn his name? Well, yeah. She did. He fought really hard indeed. Good player. Okay. Matias Perez Goros Matichas 1. Matichas 1. Okay. D4. Let's play D5. Seems to be a good reply. Copying his moves. Really? Okay, I'm going to continue to copy. Sure. Okay, now I have to stop copying him. That I'm able to tell. Okay, let's go here. Trying to play this. I mean, Queen b3 is a bit of a questionable choice, I would say. I think the whole point of his setup is, I don't know what it is. But it's kind of aimed at getting the bishop out to f4 without me getting my bishop to f5. And well, okay. As I was speaking, he's got his bishop to f4. So that aged like terrible milk. Is there any point to this? Rook g1. I don't think he'll miss his castling rights very dearly, will he? Okay. Let's go here. Queens are likely to be exchanged, so I'm just gonna take back with the king here, and I don't think I'll miss my castling rights very much. I don't believe you gotta fight for your rights to castle. Bishop e3, yeah, let's just develop. Seems quite harmonious. So you want this, then I think I'll trade, plop the bishop in, maybe. But his knight would not be the most impressive piece. Should I go a5? No, probably not. Seems wrong, positionally speaking. This move is slightly annoying, not gonna lie. Okay. Let's trade, and we play b6. I thought he would go a5. Should I go a5? Position is quite symmetrical, but I do have a space advantage, and I should have some advantage. Kind of tempted to go here. Then knight here, then f5, rook c1. Don't love that. Okay. It's a bit of a strange maneuver, but I think it's not that bad. The idea is if he goes knight c1, I'll go f5, and then f4 next. And if he goes knight d2, I think the knight is pretty poorly placed here. Now I still want to go f5. But the thing is, like if I had gone bishop g6 immediately here, then he goes knight c1, f5, and then knight d3. But now exactly he doesn't have time for that. So I think that was, I don't know, nice positional subtlety. Don't know if it means a lot in the grand scheme of things, but I think it was a nice touch. Am I a little bit too proud of myself for that? Well, yes, I am. But if I'm not, who's going to be? Yeah, his position is quite difficult. I basically got a nice space advantage for free, and he doesn't have a ton of counterplay. He should have put his king on d2, I think, when he put his earlier when he put his king on g1, or castled, as they say. Now he does give me an extra option. It's like, is this showing too much talent? I don't know. I'll go here first. I mean, I think my position is so good that I can essentially do whatever I want here, but I'm kind of attracted to this idea. The thing is, like, knight d3 takes doesn't really relieve a ton of the pressure, even if I go knight f4 later on, and allowing to play with opposite colored bishops. I don't think that in itself can be considered like a massive relief. Now I think I'll just cash in, to be honest. Take with the rook, e3, rook f7, rook f8. He's already struggling a little bit to defend everything. Okay, that's a good try. That is a very good try. Okay, I should go g3. Just a lot of, just blast it open. A lot of shooting, a lot of blasting. Rook f4 is nice. Rook f8 is quite tempting too. Knight d3, I can sack the exchange. I can also just win the pawn like this, probably my favorite option. No, this is a blunder. I can just take here. Maybe I could have done that on the previous move too. Okay, good game. Yeah, that was fairly... why can't I see the analysis? I think that was decent enough, regardless. Don't need no computer to tell me that. Just a nice positional grind. And I didn't even have to resort to trickery in the endgame. This is the Aaron Fox showing versatility. Point guard for currently arguably the best team in the West and fighting one of the best young players in Title Tuesday, but spending a little bit too much time. And getting into the lost pawn in game 2. Okay. Oh, Jan is done. Oh, Jan is going to get flagged. He's going to get flagged so bad. Poor guy. Come on, move. King f3. No, he panicked. Gave up the bishop. Is my connection like really bad? Chat, am I dropping frames? So funny. King h4, Bogdan. No, I'm greedy. There must be something wrong with my connection. What a shame. Okay, third round should be starting any minute. Apparently the mods are not working today, so you guys don't get to make like 2 or 3 comments before it turns back to emote only, which is of course a shame. Rasmus Svene, whom I've played a number of times actually in Title Tuesdays, and it's always a tough customer. A6? Really? Let's see how he deals with this one. I'm sure he hasn't seen that one before. And there's probably a good reason. We just end up in a innocuous line with the move, with the moves a3 and h3 and a6 included. He wants bishop f5, knight f3. Well, now I get this, don't I? kind of defeats the purpose of... No, really. Just giving up bishops willy-nilly. Really? I know that's a lot of reallys, but... Okay, I'm gonna castle. I feel like with this structure, like my attack here should be quite dangerous. Maybe he's kind of semi-quick enough with this counterplay. I don't know. C5 I just capture on D5. He's really got to show something fairly quickly. B5 maybe? Maybe G4 and then... No, maybe it's not that easy for me. H4... I kind of want to play caveman style. From the Caveman Islands. Okay. Oh, no. No. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, we don't have time for mouse slips in these positions. I think C5 could be really good here. Takes. Now I get E4 at least. My play at least makes a certain bit of sense. Knight B6, I suppose. He should be doing fine here, at the very least. But I think I'm doing fine too. It's probably reasonably equal. Queen C3. Here, I just want to go bishop D3. Does rook E8. It just ends up being very equal, doesn't it? Let's try. Here, then knight A4, bishop G2 maybe. I feel like I should be able to win. Or rook D6, rook E8, I'm not so sure about. I should be able to win C6 in exchange for C5. And hopefully I'll be slightly better with bishop against knight. Here, well, this I wasn't convinced about, I will say. I take everything. Then I play D5. And here I was kind of hoping that, even though my king is a bit exposed, that my play would be quick enough. Very interesting. Rook E2 takes. Queen here. I'll probably give a check, don't I? If I go immediately, takes king f8, I think he's alright. Is queen c1 in both? I really want to keep that check in reserve. Queen e4. Yeah, then again I have to go for some trade. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, queen d3 seems unimpressive, so this has got to be the move. d6? What's his idea here? Rook f1, I got queen c1, forcing the trade of queens. Queen d7, I can start giving my king some air. I'm actually not threatening d7 because background checkmate, but is that what about queen d3? Rook f3, d7 takes, queen c4. Okay, I mean, there's no point in trying. Why am I spending time on that? a3. This endgame should be winning. Don't think he'll like really be able to activate anything. Oh, maybe I cannot activate my king actually. What am I doing? Okay, just block it off. Just at least make my make my king as active as possible. What am I doing? Rook a1, then yeah, here I'm in time, am I not? Yeah, just in time. King g6, rook f4. And this is game over. After a lot of shenanigans. Oh boy. Oh boy. Another, is this Magnus Queen's Gambit as well? They're really naming way too many lines that I didn't really, after me, that I didn't really invent. They just cannot come to terms with the fact that I not invented any opening line and my, well, 15-year or so reign of being the best player in the world. It's a little bit sad. Okay. Okay. Well, Arvind, second place finisher, if I'm not mistaken, from the Prague Masters. he had like the wildest tournaments, just ups and downs. Seem to remember he had some kind of Najdorf there. I don't remember what he played. Maybe this is what he played. A3, huh? Why do you play that immediately? B5? Does he want some bishop E2 stuff? I don't know. Let's see. Or maybe he just wants to play a normal F3. Normal F3 based approach. Oh, is this the line? G2? Strange hybrid of a couple of lines. Knight C6. A5, B3, Queen C7, Knight D7. That seems reasonable. Maybe it just goes F4. Knight C4, Bishop C4, C1, and then I probably just look very silly. He ignores it like this, but now at least I develop with Knight D7. The idea was B3, I was going to go Queen C7 and hopefully disturb his coordination just a tad. That way, if he goes Queen D2 or Knight E2 or whatever, then whenever he goes F4, I have this square for the knight, so my activity makes like a little bit more sense. Queen E2, now I got Rook C8, Rook H3. I'm not sure what that does. I'll develop, I guess. If he castles, I'm whacking on C3 without even thinking. F4 and Knight C4. Like Bishop C1, I got Queen B6. Seems not unreasonable. Again, just trying to disturb his coordination a little bit. Queen F2. H6, is that a move? Here, Bishop F6 takes King F7. Seems reasonable. Yeah, seems like a good way to try and create a little bit of concern for my opponent. I believe my pieces must be well enough placed that this is not too troublesome for me. Here, even like Knight C5, B3, just whack on E4, give up a piece. Doesn't seem that terrible, but also here, E5, I can force the trade of queens and I should be alright. I mean, it's gone from him being up in development to now me being up in development. So I do like the course this game is taken in that sense. This seems very reasonable. B3 takes... Oh, maybe he has king somewhere, then g6, that should be alright. Also g6 immediately. 93, okay, 93 I just take, so... What was I thinking? Here, e4, b2 is hanging 2. Yeah, maybe I take with the bishop actually. There was potentially e5 otherwise. But now I'm just winning a couple of pawns and this position is in ruins. So this is a good move from him, trying to set up a little bit of counterplay with knight f5, but shouldn't be anywhere close to enough. Bishop takes, why not? This is also reasonable. It's probably a very nice move actually. Knight here, king e6. That doesn't give him anything. Yeah, just king e6 now, and the knight on e5 protects this invasion square too. So that means he has even less counterplay. Bishop b2, I got bishop b4. Now, here I can go rook to f8. K5, I got bishop f2. And then bishop d4, and if rook f5, bishop takes g7. Now that should come with a resignation on his part. No, guess not. Guess we play on. Don't quite know why though. Maybe he wants to make sure all his pieces, all his pawns are lost before resigning. Okay. Good game. I mean, slightly dubious opening, I suppose, but it quickly took over, and from there it was a massacre. So that feels good, man. Okay. We got a bunch of players with 4 out of 4. As per usual. Don't see Hikaru or Fab. Oh, there is Hikaru. Oh, there we go. Oh, he is losing. B5, C4. So he does have the faint hope of flagging, but not anymore. Well, obviously 20 odd seconds is good enough. Oh, the dog. If Ella is still in the chat, can you ask? Was the dog found? Gabby's dog? That was running around New York City. This could have been a nice stalemate, actually. What dinner is Ella made today? Well, we're having chili con carne today. We'd like a special twist. Doesn't sound super exciting, but trust me, it is. It's awesome. I am looking forward to that after dinner. After this tournament, which of course is the real dinner. When is the stash coming back? Nah, probably not super soon. If I were to guess, I would say fall. That would be my guess. Not because of November, but just time-wise, it seems like a good time. Okay, boys and girls, I am taking a little break. And there's a 6-minute break in the tournament. We got 4 out of 4. No, bad tie break. Why do I have a bad tie break? So 4 out of 4. Just a score I share with 20 others. Yeah. This chat really just falls apart once I'm gone. How much Magnus pays mods? What? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see how much worse I am just like after 10 moves. My guess would be... Why can I not see analysis? Whatever. Can I play more of these Scheveningen as black? Yeah, probably. I like it. Thoughts on Spurs getting relegated this season? No, I think it's unlikely. I think Leeds may be in trouble, potentially. Forest too. But it's going to be fun to watch them in the Champions League. Well, this guy, who I played him like just a couple of days ago in just a few casual blitz game. And this is obviously a kid because he literally has kid in his name. Muhammad Zokid. Okay, let's hit him with the London system. See what he does. What you gonna do now? This? Really? Okay. C3, bishop D2. It's this shit. I don't like this. What can I do now? It's so boring. Why am I doing this? Analysis is busted on Proctor? Really?